Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of July the 28th through the 30th, 2023. All right, so I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. Okay, so we have the overall energy as the Nine of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have Death. We've got the Devil. The Ace of Coin. Four of Swords. Four of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel that there has been some sort of ending or transformation in your life that led you to some sort of conversation or led you to someone, and the two of you are bonding in regards to some sort of situation. And I feel that there is someone around you who gives you a sense of comfort. But there's still some sort of insecurities that need to be overcome. I feel like there's a significant reason as to why this person was put into your life, or why you guys crossed paths with each other. It just seems that from death, a connection was born. Something else was born. I also feel that maybe you're suspicious. You're suspicious of a connection that you're having with someone. You're suspicious of an opportunity. I do feel that maybe you got hurt in the past, or scarred, emotionally scarred in some way. So it's causing you to have some sort of hesitation. But I also feel that you're curious about something. You're attracted to something, and it's kind of like temptation. And maybe you've been warned about something, like you know better, or people have said, well, go at your own risk, do it at your own risk. And you're kind of still curious. You're like, well, I know what I've heard, but I just want to see for myself if it's true, or if, maybe I can deal with it, maybe like I can handle it. And it does seem that you're playing with fire. I feel that whatever is getting ready to happen, it's like you're doing shadow work. Someone may be the shadow version of yourself. I'm also getting something that comes off as like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's kind of like dark versus light. This could be something literal in regards to skin tone. It just seems like there's some sort of big contrast. But I feel like this is more about energy. It's like, and this doesn't just have to be romantic, but I feel like whatever this special connection you're having with someone, that you're actually a mirror for each other, or you're complementing each other, or one of you is like illuminating the other person while the other person is drawing out like your darkness. So either way, I feel like, this is some form of shadow work that you're getting ready to go through. But maybe you're also ready for it, and you know that you need to be brave in order to go down this path, either in career or with a person. Career, this could be the nature of the beast. Like, this is how it is. So whatever is going on in career wise, like this could be the environment. You could be working around people who are users, people who are leeches, energy vampires, dealing with physical or emotional illnesses, dealing with people who are trapped in some sort of a dark place or who suffers from any type of addiction. You could be working in an environment where there's a lot of, cutthroat people who smell blood, or, you're playing with like fire or something that's like the big leagues. So, and it's like a tempting offer. It's a tempting offer. Even if this is like some sort of dream job, it comes with a burden. There's a heavy burden attached to it. I do feel that if you're offered something, that you might initially want to think about it or process it. I do feel like you're needing to be mentally prepared, even if you were already warned. And it's like, okay, now the situation is here. What are you going to do? Are you going to go down the road with this person, go down the road with this career or whatever this situation is? And so it seems that finally you will, have some sort of conclusion, reach some sort of conclusion, and move forward with something. I feel like you're going to overcome something. Now, earlier too, when I was looking at the cards, I was getting something about harnessing something that you have within you, like you're harnessing something, or you're bending. I don't want to say you're bending people's wheels, but it feels that way. It feels like you are mastering some sort of manipulation. It's the same energy as like temperance, where you're able to master or play with elements, in the same energy as magician that I'm picking up. So yeah, I feel that you are kind of standing in your power, whatever decision that you make. And I feel that you're, being brave about a situation. Even if you're dealing with a person who is overbearing, or a job that's overbearing, I still feel that you're not going to let it consume you. You're still going to find a way to set boundaries with this person or situation. You're still going to carve out time for yourself. I feel like you need to go into a situation knowing your limit. Almost like right before you go to a casino. Don't go into a casino all willy-nilly. Like, set some money aside. I don't know, leave the rest of your credit cards, debit cards at home. Take that one, only have a certain limit on there. And if you max out, then you max out. It's just like, know your limit with whatever this is. And I feel like that's probably why you had to think about it, because I feel like you had to create a plan for yourself, or like an exit strategy. just in case what people warned you about is true. Like maybe people said, leave that guy alone or leave that girl alone. I heard XYZ. And but you're so tempted to explore this person, connection, or situation that you just go into it and you're like, okay, I'm going to go and do it anyway, but this is my exit strategy, or this is what I'm going to do just in case. This is my escape plan. So yeah, there's something that you're getting ready to do because you've created some sort of safety net for yourself. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, or an Aquarius. There's also a possibility that there is someone who's watching you, but they, for whatever reason, don't have the courage to come forward. I don't know why they're afraid of coming forward. I feel like they don't want to be the only one. I don't know. They don't want to be the only one. Is something that I'm getting. Or they don't want to be the first one. Let's say, for instance, this is a love situation and the person that's coming into your life is somebody who has a type, and maybe you don't fit that type. But this person is really, really drawn to you and they don't know why. And I kind of feel like this person is just like, I want to come forward, but I don't want to be the only one that is like, don't you think they look good? Or don't you think, or be the first to admit. It's like, it's an insecurity. That is really what it is. It's really an insecurity, and which is surprising because, very attractive people or very muscular people or very slender people, they still have insecurities. And there's something going on where it's not you, but it's something about their insecurities that they're afraid to deal with. Let's just say, for instance, again, if it's a physical thing, that as a child, somebody was always picked on for their looks, but, they grew up to become very attractive, very beautiful, fine, whatever. But because they're attracted to somebody who looks kind of regular or not as attractive, that insecurity about themselves, they're just like, is that me? Is that childhood me? It's kind of like that type of insecurity. So they're dealing with some sort of insecurity as to why they're not approaching you. Let's say this is something career related, and maybe someone's been watching you at work and they're like, how come nobody, has called this person in for a promotion? Like, I see what this person does. Am I crazy? And this person is scared to maybe mention you or bring you up because they don't, in a way, it's kind of like a risk. They're like, what if I bring them on board and promote them, and then they turn out to be a disappointment? Then everybody's going to look at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. It's kind of like something like that, where somebody is just like afraid. They see something that they like or that they're attracted to or that they desire, and they're afraid to deal with it or confront it. This also could be your energy, the things that you are thinking and feeling. You could have an opportunity to make money in a way that is originally not in alignment with your morals. Um, but you're like, wait a minute. Well, now that it's in my face, or now that blah, 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 like, I don't know, maybe it's not so bad. It's something that's going on where you start like questioning your morals. And I'm not going to say that is good or bad. I'm just saying whatever this is a little below what you traditionally did not agree to or believed in at some point. But that's because you weren't in that situation before. Now that you're actually in this situation, I feel like you're being, tested. What are you going to do? Or this is kind of like a test of character, or it's going to bring out your true character rather. Let's, that situation where you're normally just like the most kind-hearted person, and you see movies or you hear about something on the news where somebody didn't help the drowning person, and then all of a sudden you're in a situation where somebody is drowning and you're like, you initially just knew you would be that person. It just like jumped in the water, or, threw out something for somebody to grab, but turns out you put yourself first and you're like, I'm sorry, this is their fate. All of a sudden it's their fate. And again, it's not judging or saying that is bad, but I do feel like at some point you're being put in a situation where, it's bringing out another side of you. And you're like, I didn't think, I had that in me, or I didn't think that was possible. Even in a love situation, something could be so intense that it brings out your animalistic side. Like maybe you're normally this shy or reserved person, but the minute you saw this one person in particular, you just lost it and was thinking about some of the craziest things that you could be doing with them. And it's just like, where are these thoughts coming from? I don't know, normally even do that, and it's just like somebody is really bringing out that animalistic side, and that is basically your root chakra. So something is triggering that root chakra. Now, I also see this as you possibly getting yourself into debt. Technically, I know we're all in debt, but like something's happening where maybe you decide that you want to take out a loan, or purchase a car. And so you're tied into that responsibility, and it's like you're kind of stuck in that situation until you can pay it back. So it's possible that you're about to put yourself into some kind of debt. Maybe you're taking out a loan to do some sort of repairs in your home, because I do see money being put into your home. And then 2, this is a karmic debt, and it doesn't matter if it's romantic or not. It could be a friendship, it could be a job, but you could be dealing with some sort of karmic debt. I feel like somebody is also dangling something in your face, or you're doing that to somebody. Okay, I'm feeling like an opportunity could also separate you from somebody, or separate you from something. Whatever this opportunity is, it requires you to let go or leave. Unfortunately, if this is about someone who has any type of addiction, codependency, it's like it might separate this person from their sobriety. Someone is also trying to fulfill an emotional void with material things. I feel like 4-4 could be significant. Something in regards to your security. I feel like whatever's going on, you're trying to establish security. It could be financial security. It could be security in regards to a living situation, security in a relationship. But I feel like you're doing something for security. You're like, this will secure me. I'm doing this for security. I feel like you really have to think long and hard about some sort of investment, or just trying to figure out if something would be worth it. I feel like you wanted to make a decision from a clear space, and you wanted to use logic and not be overburdened by emotions. No matter what you do, you can't please everybody. I feel like somebody is going to be disappointed in you or disappointed in your decision. Now, I do kind of feel if a couple is trying to have excitement in their relationship by inviting someone else in, I feel like that shouldn't be done unless there is just like extreme security in a relationship. And even then, I feel that somebody's ego is going to get crushed. Okay, so something else I'm getting is that if at one point you felt trapped or stuck, for some of you, this is about the debt ending, or you fulfilling some sort of debt and being finished and completed, and you can move on to, you can go about your business and start the next chapter in your life. Another thing I'm getting is that in the past, somebody had a decision to make between you and someone else. They thought the grass was greener, or maybe they thought they were making the right decision and chose the other person. And I feel like they had to go through this whole karmic cycle. And now I feel that that cycle has ended and they may be ready to come forward to you now that they've been through the fire. They had to go through a purification, and truthfully, if you believe in destiny and things of that sort, I mean, that had to happen. And I feel like they're going to take the lessons that they learned from that relationship to do better. And it's almost like, too, like this time it was the other person that had to prepare them for you. Many times, you know how you feel like you made somebody better and then they took all the good things that they learned from you and took it to another relationship. I kind of feel like it's your turn now to receive the goodness back. So somebody took that fall for you. Now they're coming to you and, you know, sending you this better version of this person. Now that they put them through hell and back. And they might see you all together one day and be like, why y'all so happy? Like, that's not how our relationship was. And then too, truthfully, people bring out different things from in other people. Like, it just is. I feel like astrologically, that's the nature of synastry. Maybe because, you know, you and this person had a bunch of squares in your synastry, but together in another relationship, it's more trines, more pleasant connections than obstacles. So, you know, sometimes people do just bring out different energies from other people. I can see too that a spell that somebody casted or put on somebody is now broken or over. I kind of feel like maybe somebody was like literally like Sleeping Beauty and got awakened, or, you know, whatever happened, remove the spell. Ooh, I did not mean to go this long. I know y'all like, that's okay. Somebody admires you from a distance, or they have been. Hopefully this is someone who's coming forward. It looks like they're going to. It always looks like they're going to. I do feel that someone is trying to get a reading on you or on a situation before they make the decision to come forward. Yeah. Also, you could meet someone significant at any type of event or celebration. So if you're invited to something, it might be a good idea to go and just be social. You might make an important connection in your life that you need, that's going to help you get to where you're trying to go, whether it's romantic or business. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, indecision, action, overall energy, appreciation. So like I said, I do feel that somebody is going to take action. It does look like someone's going to come forward. Or even if you're the one that has been procrastinating about something and you're just ready to make a move now. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be pursued, whether it's romantic or business related. I do feel that you're seen as someone who is valuable. And I was picking up this energy last week about being like a commodity or being like an asset. But be careful of what you do go into, because you want to make sure that you're not just getting used and chewed up and spat out. So, have your limit, have your boundaries. And it does look like you're being admired and appreciated. You also could be doing things to appreciate yourself. Maybe you're spending money on yourself or pampering yourself. Doing things to make you feel good, both physically and spiritually. I feel like you also have a gift and you can choose how you want to use it. I feel like you're torn. You're like, what should I do with my gift or this knowledge that I have? And I feel like you're gonna, compare the pros and the cons and then make your decision based off of that. You also might have some sort of a premonition that's giving you some sort of insight about the path that you're getting ready to go down. And then, like I was talking about, how something is like a contrast, like whatever relationship you enter, whether it's romantic, friendship, business, there's going to be some sort of stark contrast. And then I'm getting to that once you make your decision, you're like rushing towards it. You're like, okay, I made my decision, and then you just kind of like jump into it and start doing certain things, or everything just starts moving very quickly once a decision is made. You also could be using any type of spiritual gifts or divination that you have to make a certain decision, and then I just seeing you run with it. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.